My name's Chris with Pneumatic, and you're watching Mini Garage.
So I'm sitting here with our Kia engine. I got the oil all drained out of it. Get ready to jack it up. Lift the pan, pull the pan off. I did make a little mistake when I was pulling the transmission off. Down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a screw that goes into the Kia transmission that's not on the Mazda. When I pulled the transmission off, it bent the plate up. But I can use the backing plate off the Mazda. It'll go on there no problem. I just got to pull the flywheel, which I didn't plan on doing. I was just going to stab it in. Just a little tap, tap, tap. Tappy. Not going to happen. So I got to pull the flywheel. I have to go get a clutch tool. I do need to get, I got the pan gasket. I didn't get any sealer, so I'm going to have to run back down to the parts store, get some sealer. I'll get this jacked up and get the pan off it. And I got to get some stuff to clean up the factory Mazda pan. I'll grab it real quick and let you take a look at it. You can see what we're putting on. It's basically the same thing. But this pickup tube has to go on, and the oil pan has to be changed to fit back in the truck. So I'll go get some stuff and get this cleaned up and get it ripped off. I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping the pan off, I guess, and we can speed through it or whatever. We'll see if. That doesn't have enough juice to do it. Pulling these brackets off because they'll go right back on. It's just easier to get to the pan bolts. So, see if we can spin this around. I'd be happy to spin it around. There's a lot of sealer in this factory pan. Once I get the pan changed and this off and timing belt done, I can stuff it in the car. I have had a couple people ask me about the crank position sensor, which is here on the transmission. I didn't really have a plan for it. Now I kind of do. We're going to measure it out and give you guys the measurements that we take here on Mini Garage. Apparently they used to be on the internet and they're not anymore, so we'll share those all with you. Stay tuned! More Mini Garage. Oh! So we got our oil pan installed on our FE3, and now I'm gonna do the timing belt and spark plugs, PCV valve. So we'll let you check that out. Again, I'm changing these plugs not because it ran bad, because it didn't. It ran really good, but they're I don't know when they've been done, so I just want to make sure that we're good to go. That cover comes off. There's 2 coil packs in here. Looks like they come out pretty easy. So maybe I should change the plug wires while we're at it. I don't know. I don't know what the protocol is on that. That wire comes right off that coil pack. Pretty slick. This is pretty simple stuff, and I don't know why I'm even shooting it. Probably going to a time lapse or some shit, or speed it up so you don't even see it. Oh, the chain's hitting the valve cover, so I got to drop this engine a little bit. Move that puddle of oil. Make my mess a mess. Yeah, valve cover just leaking everywhere. And my bolt almost went in the cylinder. So I'll get a magnet and get that out. But the oil is filled up right in here. So it must have been leaking in here and through the PCV valve. So valve cover gasket is going to be the answer. Huh. That's good to know. So I think we have our leaks all figured out. So I went to the parts store and I got a valve cover gasket, and I cleaned up the valve cover. It's drying now. So I went ahead and pulled the little fan. I don't even know what the hell this is called, but the fan goes on it and it spins. It's not a water pump because the water pump's not in it. It's internal. But I got that off, pulled the cover off, and I'm shown immediately why I'm doing the timing belt. And I hemmed and hawed about doing it, but there's some play there. There's some play there, even with the tensioner on it. So I'm gonna pull the bottom pulley off, pull the cover off, and swap the belt. So yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, this is why we do maintenance. And while it's out, it's a great time to do it. You don't have to fight with everything. I mean, still a little fight, but you know. So yeah, we'll get on it. So I got the new Dayco timing belt on, and I stretched out pulled the spring, got the tensioner on. So now we're just gonna put this stuff back together. I didn't realize the battery died on the camera when I was pulling it off, but it did. And so you don't get to see that, but pretty simple. Pretty simple. And this is just very similar to the Mazda one, as far as how it goes on. Except there's an extra cam. So it goes back together the same way. It's gonna fight me a little bit. I don't know why, but whatever.
It's the money.
Now this pulley is the Kia pulley. If you were going to utilize all the Mazda stuff, like reuse the Mazda alternator in its stock location, power steering and all that, well, it's mainly the alternator, because on the Mazda, it's got a V-belt on the alternator, and on the Kia, the alternator is a serpentine belt. So if you wanted to use your Mazda alternator in the stock location, or whatever, you'd put the Mazda pulley on and the Mazda pulley on the fan if you're not changing to electric fan. I don't think I'm putting an electric fan on it right away, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on there. I was talking with a buddy the other day, and he did a RX-7 alternator, and it came with a serpentine type pulley, and he was struggling trying to find how to make it work. So I damn airplane, I'm trying to talk here. I'm getting text messages. Anyway, I was talking with a buddy, and he's going to a RX-7 alternator, and it was serpentine belt, and so he's putting the Kia pulley on, and because it didn't have the right pulley on his deal, so most of these parts down low are all interchangeable. which is kind of cool. So I got the water neck back on, and I cleaned up and painted the valve cover. I'll show you that real quick. It's drying now, but I shot it with some red wrinkle, and then I'll clean the fins up so they'll be seen. Yeah, that's about it. Tune in next week when we start putting this thing in the truck. I'm excited. Stab her in, stab and go. So for now, Mini Garage, out. Oh, wait, I was gonna show you the valve cover. There's a red valve cover. It's drying. It's not dry yet. Like I said before. Oh, no. We're just a few weeks away from the Awakening at Medford Drag Strip, the Relax Show. I hope I see you all there. Again, July 28th, 29th, 30th, and August 1st. Medford Drag Strip. Friday night, there's the pizza party at the Hammered Weekend Wear booth. Mini Garage and Billy Bob the podcast and Grind's Food Truck will be having a pizza feed. If you are wearing some kind of Hawaiian gear, shirt, whatever, come by and get some free pizza, party with us. Yeah. Till next time, Mini Garage, out.
Hey, I'm Ron, and that was Mini Garage. Before you take off, don't forget to hit up the website, hammeredweekendwear.com, where we have hats like these, banners like those, stickers, and all the swag you need to support our show. Thanks for tuning in.